Planning a banquet? Why not call Low Catering and order one of their famous buffets with many tasty offerings? The only thing they scrimp on is the price. With 2 locations to serve you, they can handle any party, any size. So call Low Catering now at 456-2340 in the west or 299-6161 in the east. As a holiday feature from us to you, we thought you'd like to see a clip we find very entertaining, and especially to Bobby McGuinness, who works out there at the airport and who looked after me when I flew out to England not so long ago, who wrote in to ask us if we could air this particular item once again. Well, we're going to do it right now. And here are those soccer-playing canines, Jack Russell Terriers. Well, I wonder if Tony Waders could use a couple of those up front there. We're knocking in a few goals there. Gary Miller joins me now. And Gary, we have a little bit of time. We're looking back on the year. Highlights of the year for yourself.
Well, for me personally, Mike, I would have to say the qualifying to the World Cup of Canada's national team, a definite #1 on my list. A second one would be the Canadian youth team qualifying for the World Youth Cup in Russia. Although not doing so well, we are starting to get into the world scene at the youth level and at the World Cup level, the senior level, and it's a big plus on our side. And finally, the announcing of a 1987 Pro League. Hopefully this will be the start of something in place for the young players coming up through our systems. Mike, what about your highlights?
Well, obviously, I have to agree with you, Gary. Of course, the ultimate is Canada reaching the World Cup for the first time ever, and it's a wonderful year for Canadian soccer, and I think this will be the make or break of Canadian soccer. But as you said, the youth teams are doing exceptionally well. They can compete with the European competition, as we've seen in the past, and I think, you know, who knows, 4 or 5 years down the line, we can be equal to them. But I've got to apologise. I put you in a bit of a spot last week, and I asked Gary for some predictions, and it's only fair that I make my statement about Canada in their World Cup qualifying. And I think Canada will go through. They'll beat Russia 2-1. They'll tie with Hungary, and they'll tie with France. So that's my prediction. And of course, we'll all be cheering for Canada. It's going to be a great year, 1986. And Gary, any more final thoughts?
Well, I just think for the coming year, 1986 is going to be such a big one in soccer, with all the games going on in Mexico and Canada being part of them. Our player development program, which we covered a couple of months ago, is on its way, and Canada will continue to be developing top-class players, and hopefully with the competition coming along with the Pro League, we'll be able to continue the success that we've had in 1985 and the previous years. So 1986 is a big year, and we're all looking forward to it, Mike.
Well, I'm sure we are, Gary. Of course, it's World Cup year, and that's the big tournament of the year, and it only leaves me to say on behalf of all the hard-working crew that we have here, these people, you know, they put tremendous effort in the back. You don't see them. They're making us look good, and I can't mention all the names, but they do a wonderful job. And on behalf of all of them and all of us, we'd like to wish you all a very happy year for 1986. All the very best, and keep watching us. We'll be there every Saturday from 4 to 5. Bye-bye now, and a Happy New Year to you all.
Presented the Labatt World Soccer Report.